Hey, it's your girl Janeisha John, and you are here at the Baddies Caribbean premiere, and you're locked into Grape TV.
We're going to start off with Anna Mac, okay? We're going to start off with Adam Wack, and here she go. This is the same type of stuff Scotty be posting. It be so subliminal, but we know what's really going on behind the scenes, right? So check this out, you guys. Adam says, if you are a man, girl, and y'all got to remember, she do like women. She just let us know that she like coochie, y'all. She didn't let us know. She like coochie, okay? Anywho, she says, if you're a man, girl, looking for some, don't come my way. I'm having fun, and no, I don't want no booty. I want to build genuine fun friendships. Don't come over here down my neck. It's only gonna make me not talk to you. Respectfully. Like, what the F? I'm so busy, I can't even keep up with my guy girl right now. I don't want no man annoying the F out of me over a chance trying to get in my pants. What's wrong with being cool? Please do not like me. I know I'm funny, but I'm a terrible person, I swear. Oh, okay.
You out your fucking mind.
What are we supposed to do with this information, y'all? The only thing that I caught I feel like she's telling the truth. I'm funny, but I'm a terrible person. Let's be honest, y'all. All these people on Baddies, they're not the best people in the world. Let's just say that. You know?
Oh no.
When somebody tells you about themselves and show you who they are, I think you're supposed to listen. What y'all think?
Message.
Clock it.
I wonder if this has anything to do with like if you gotta pay. Now I'm being funny, y'all, allegedly. But do you think this go for people that gotta pay?
I pay for the plus okay. I pay for the plus okay. I pay for the plus okay.
Suck mad dick, you're not holy. You suck mad dick, you're a thought. You're not. Get the fuck. Let me.
Bitches, you a slut. You a dirty ass fucking slut ass bitch.
I'm being messy, y'all. My bad. I'm being messy. But yeah. You said I knew she liked both. Well, I've been called that out, but people were saying I'm being, cause I called Tashiki her baby daddy. Yeah, Tashiki's her baby daddy. Anna Mac is Tashiki baby mama. Y'all like, nah, they just friends. You know, I'm like, all right. Then I saw these pictures with her and Bigger when she was rubbing on her booty and stuff. I said, this don't look a little sus to you? All of a sudden, Anna said, I'm zesty, y'all. I said, oh, man. We called it. Right? So, I guess you guys, you know, do with this information what you want. I don't know what we supposed to say. I'm confused.
Shut the fuck up.
Why is this a public service announcement to the internet? And then when we chime in on it, all of a sudden, it's none of our business. Don't you hate when they do that?
You should have just sat there and ate your food because you need to shut the up. This is some real here. This some real shut up.
You know? Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Should we just mind our business, y'all? I think we should mind our business.
Mind your business. Mind your business. But you took her business.
Yeah. Anywho, let's keep it going. Let's talk about her former boss, because apparently Anna has been fired. She claims she quit, but we know what it was. Anyways, so we got Sarah, okay? Shout out to Queen Mona. He did another interview. It looked like it's going to be good. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be spilling tea all the way from Bad Girls Club all the way to Baddies, obviously, right? Because she was on the original Baddies, right? Baddies ATL, and she was on the original Baddies on OnlyFans, I believe, where they was eating each other coochie out and stuff. I can't even say allegedly. I saw it, but okay, allegedly. Anyways, so check it out, y'all. He drops this clip, and Sarah has some things to say.
I really liked the rope challenge where we were hanging in the air and we were intertwined in a braid. And that was the challenge that Elise tried to throw. And I was like, she's doing it wrong. And it came out that she was throwing it. She kept acting like she was confused, but we won anyways.
Out of all of these shows, the 4 shows, which one was the fakest? They're all reality TV.
The fakest?
Which one seemed the most scripted, was the most scripted?
I would say
She's talking about BGC, by the way, y'all. Bad Girls Club.
season 13, because those girls had already been on reality TV, and it's like they knew how it worked. So then they were thinking,
I don't know. Ain't that shade? What season Jayla was on? I'm being messy, y'all. Hold on. BGC, Jayla. Oh, she was on 14. Okay, Jayla was on 14. Okay. So I guess she's saying anything 13 and after. Yeah, Jayla was on 14. So she's saying BGC was authentic until season 13. Interesting.
oh, how do I want to be portrayed? I remember one girl, it was the craziest thing. She was like, how are the fans going to view me in this moment? I'm like, what? How can you even process? Like, this is like real life. There's a camera here and they're thinking about what will be aired and put out later on. And they're like concocting all these plans. And I thought it was the craziest thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think she gonna spill some tea. So she's saying by the time they got on 13, it was fake. I think it was all fake though. I think they all fake. Now I do think some of the beefs was a lot more realer than Baddies because they was in the house with each other, y'all. No phones except for like the phone room, obviously, right? For like 4 months, right? They all under the same roof. Like people are not gonna like each other, obviously. That's crazy that they was in the house for 4 months. We be seeing how the Baddies be going at each other, and it's only 40 days. So I can only imagine, okay? But you said everybody was returning cast that season. Oh, 13? You said no, just season 13 because that was the redemption season. Oh, okay. So she's saying that's that specific season because by that point everybody was like already had some clout and stuff, and they came like talking about worried about the wrong things. Okay, let me listen to that again.
4 really big shows in 2 years, which is so crazy because I tried 7 years to get on reality TV.
Out of all 4, which was your favorite?
Bad Girls All-Star Battle.
I loved All-Star.
Yeah.
It was like, I love the challenge on MTV, and that's
me too.
That's what it reminded me of. And so I thought that was my favorite as well. What challenge on All-Stars did you love the best, if you could remember?
I really liked the rope challenge where we were hanging in the air and we were intertwined in a braid. And that was the challenge that Elise tried to throw. And I was like, she's doing it wrong. And it came out that she was throwing it. She kept acting like she was confused, but we won anyways.
Out of all of these shows, the 4 shows, which one was the fakest? They're all reality TV.
The fakest?
Which one seemed the most scripted, was the most scripted?
I would say season 13 because those girls had already been on reality TV and it's like they knew how it worked.
Okay. So she's saying that was the most like obviously fake season. Okay. Well, let's see what she has to say about Natalie. Okay. We know they got a long beef. Okay. Because they really know each other. And Sarah be calling her out about this whole fake hood stuff and claiming her blackness all of a sudden and all this stuff, man. Y'all know Nat has been exposed plenty of times. I mean, it don't seem like she hides from it. Even though now it's kind of weird because, Natalie from 10, 15 years ago wasn't even be hanging out with the girls that's on Baddies, right? But anyways, let's see what Sarah got to say. Sarah, it says Sarah from Baddies ATL talks about her infamous line, "Oh, Miss Nunn." Remember when she said her name was Karen? She exposed that too. Let's go.
Because when I walked in, crazy because when I walked in, and that's why I was smiling so big. And I don't know what made me say, people ask me all the time, why'd you say, oh, Miss Nunn? First off, I walk in and keep in mind, my security and Zeus got in a whole argument. I'm like already trying to defend myself in the parking lot before going in there. They bait me trying to say, oh, she don't want to fight. She don't want it. Like, why even say that? I come in and she's like tapping her foot with like a jumpsuit on. And I'm like, oh, Miss Nunn. Because I was like, I didn't know what to expect. And then there's like so much production. There was like 25 people there. I don't even know who all these people were. Like we had 5 people on our set. Like I was confused. I said, oh my God, like security, my security. I'm like, I hope you make sure you got this because there's a lot of them.
I ain't gonna lie. Sarah got big eyes and a big mouth. She kind of scary looking. I'm gonna keep it 100. She look kind of scary. But let's check this out.
Oh, Miss Nunn. Oh, Miss Nunn.
It was hella people, huh? That's funny. So this is when Natalie crashed out right afterwards?
I let that bitch have a little bit of life, and look what the fuck she did. Look what the fuck she did, bro.
Oh my God. Anyways, y'all, fair use. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to when she really starts spilling some stuff. She been saying stuff about Zeus and how Natalie is, how she being fake, and you know what I mean, she's really a valley girl. She from the suburbs. Now all of a sudden she hood. Her mama name's Karen. You know what I mean? It was giving 8 Mile vibes. You know what I'm saying? Just exposing her. You know what I mean? Your name is Clarence, and you had some, your parents had a real good marriage. You went to private school and all that stuff, but all of a sudden now she was stinking red, Coochiana. You know what I mean? Trying to take Stunner Girl swag, and what's the other girl, y'all? Tommy Lee. She took a lot of personalities, But hey, I'm here for it. Shout out to Queen Mona for the interview. I'm sure she's gonna spill some tea. Let's just say this. All right. Now it'll be interesting to hear some stuff that we haven't heard before. All right, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with that. Anywho, speaking of Miss Nunn, Miss Nunn. Apparently, Natalie is doing a really nice gesture, okay? And she says, I am throwing my baddie a baddie baby shower. Baddies tap in with me. Stinkabella made me her daughter's godmom. I do think that's sweet. I do think that's dope, right? But I gotta play devil's advocate. Y'all know we gotta go on both ends of the spectrum. Girl, we barely see you with your daughter. What do you mean you about to be her god? You know that's gonna be your goddaughter, huh?
The 12th, 2015.
Yes.
Okay. And have they been changed in any way for you, based on what's in front of you?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state now moves to admit.
I don't know. How y'all feel about this? I'm being messy, but I'm being serious at the same time. I'm like, all right, I guess that's nice. That's cute, You said, yeah, well, Stinkabella got to pay for that private school for her other daughter too, right? So, yeah. This is Stinkabella pregnant as hell, got a schoolgirl outfit, I guess, right? Like, it's given, like, I don't know, hit me, baby, one more time. She got a collared long sleeve, like, rolled up and tied up with the schoolgirl like skirt, with a pregnant belly. Okay, all right, Stinkabella. I guess one thing you can't take away from Stinkabella, them hips don't lie. All right, them hips don't lie. Them thighs don't lie. All right, now it's gonna be interesting to see what she looked like with the baby weight on her, but she don't seem like you know how some people be all stomach, because remember, Stinkabella already had thick thighs and she was already thick, so I don't really actually see a difference. So honestly, it looked like Stinkabella is all belly when she's pregnant. Some people got crazy metabolisms or they just really skinny or whatever. So when they get pregnant, they just all belly. That's kind of like how Coyle Ray is. She do got a little booty on her from the weight and stuff like that, but for the most part, she just all belly. I think I want to say Stinking Red was all belly too. You know, you said Stinkabella got motives. She know what she doing. Okay, you said she's smart. All right. You said right. Y'all be with y'all kids. I thought y'all just babysit sometimes. Oh, y'all talking about the baddies? Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the crazy thing is to see what the baddies be doing. Roller got a son at home. Summer got 2 kids under the age of 13, right, or 12, which is even crazier. Irvin of all people, y'all. Yes, NLE Irvin, right? Thick neck. She got what, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old? It's like, wow. When you be figuring out how these baddies be acting, and you be like, they got kids, you like, Lord have mercy. Pray for the babies, y'all. Pray for the babies, okay? But yeah, you said thicker than some cold grits. Oh yeah, you talking about Stinkabella? Yeah. You said Red got thick. I mean, she was a lot skinnier, but she wasn't hella big. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. There's some women that literally their whole image changed. Like they're big. They get big. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember Stinking Red being hella big. Let me see. She got thick with a little baby weight on her. Let me see. Red pregnant. Because I covered her whole pregnancy. Let me see. Stinking Red was not just hella big. Nah, I see what you're saying. But no, she was all belly. There's some people that literally look like they swallowed a bunk bed. You know what I'm saying? Stinking Red wasn't big like that. She wasn't big like that when she was pregnant. And that's how I'm looking at Stinkabella. Stinkabella looked the same. You say, yeah, she looks like all belly. She was already thick. Oh, you talking about Stinkabella? Yeah, Stinkabella was already thick. You said Roller claims she a good mom too, but be smoking with her son. Why y'all eating her up like that? I mean, you ain't lying though. You ain't lying.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You ain't lying.
Clock that T.
But yes. I really do hope that Stinkabella do have a happy, healthy pregnancy. Beautiful baby. Hope she enjoys motherhood once again. But please stay far away from baddies. I'm just, Stinkabella didn't really do it for me for baddies. I ain't gonna lie. For the heat that Dolly be getting, I don't understand why they don't do that with Stinkabella. Stinkabella, hear me out. People were saying Dolly was running behind Summer, right? But Stinkabella was running behind DTB, but y'all called them a duo and y'all liked it. Was that just because y'all like DTB and y'all don't like Summer? So with Dolly or Lex, you know what I mean, tagging along with her, you automatically don't like them? I'm just calling out the hypocrisy. That's all I'm saying. I'm just calling it out.
Clock it.
If anything, DTB and Stinkabella gave annoying to me. Personally, they were annoying, But yeah. Shout out to Stinkabella. Shout out to AK Bar too. Shout out to AK Bar. Yeah, you see, she was already thick. She just got all belly. She looked the same, honestly. Stinkabella, she just pregnant. I'm trying to think who was a huge difference, because I got family members, like my cousin was big, my sister was big. They lost the weight fast though after they had the baby, but they were big. They was not all belly. They was eating too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. My auntie and my cousin, man, they was eating. They had the craziest what they call y'all, cravings too. You know what I mean? Eating hella Jack in the Box and ice cream and stuff, and 2:00 in the morning. So, everybody different though. Everybody different. But yeah, she Stinkabella, y'all can say Krayshawn, Coyle Ray, yeah, they were all belly. You know who wasn't all belly? Who was very noticeable, and I don't know why she was trying to hide it, was Halle Bailey. It was obvious Halle Bailey, and that's because she was already petite. You know, Halle Bailey was you could tell she got pregnant. I mean, you could tell she was pregnant. So with her lying, I was like, girl, we see you pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like once we saw Halle like this, y'all, right? Hold on. Once we saw Halle like this with DDG, we was like, huh. It was like something, you know, it was a little obvious. You know what I'm saying? It was a little obvious. Hold on, let me make it bigger for you guys. Pause. Yeah. Once we saw her under that, and she was just in a little mermaid looking petite, I'm like, yeah, it was a difference. It was a difference. But yeah. Shout out to Stinkabella. I hope she has a awesome baby shower, by the way, too. But yeah, we was just giving Natalie, we was being messy. You know, we barely see Natalie with her own daughter. Talking about goddaughter. I'm like, all right, okay. Now, speaking of being big and being bigger, let's talk about Bigger. Yes, you guys, let's talk about Bigger. So we going on from Stinkabella to Bigger. Two people that I'm okay with not being on Baddies anymore. Okay, I'm tired. Okay.
Big back, big back, big back, big back. Down my back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big back has no room.
So why Bigger is reacting to Zeus putting her on Baddies timeout, and why she trying to sound all tough about it? Let's check it out, y'all. Fair use.
Me in next, and every time we come in heavy, there ain't no such thing as the baddie timeout. It's not like we on timeout. What is we talking about? You know what city you want me in next, and every time we come in heavy, there ain't no such thing as the baddie timeout. It's not like we on timeout. What is we talking about?
Oh my God. Do it look like we on timeout? Yes, you do. Because you don't look like this. Look like she in New York, right? Girl, you not going to the premiere? You not being at the premiere is giving timeout to me. And we got to call it out, y'all. Even the baddies. We even got the baddies calling it out, right? So if you guys did not know, all right. Well, matter of fact, let's be messy and read the comments real quick. So they said, Biggie done got bigger. Oh, yeah, she do look bigger. I didn't even notice that, though. Y'all mean as hell. Oh, we know you coming heavy, Biggie. Damn, the comments is crazy. Put a helicopter in the chat. Damn.
Bitch.
Love me some Bigger, but babe, you was on timeout. Your face wasn't shown for Africa. Oh, it gets to a point. Damn. Usually, what happened to all the Bigger fans? But you is on timeout. She is. And you know why she is on timeout? Let's see what Roller had to say. So we got Big Back on Big Back crime, okay?
Big back, big back, big back, big back. Down my back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big back has no room.
Yes, you guys, we got Roller throwing shade at Bigger, okay? And I want to know if you guys agree, because I actually disagree. Let's see. It says, Roller says Bigger lost the most fights on Baddies Midwest. Oh!
The most fights on the show.
I love her so much. But Biggie. Yes.
Okay.
She be fighting the air a lot. I think that even the air one.
Damn.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Can't act like it don't be like that. It be like that.
I love Biggie though.
Man, you know, y'all can't lie. When Bigger was swinging, y'all, she was the last airbender. She was just swinging, y'all. Noodle was connecting, you know. But yeah, do you guys agree? I got the least popular opinion. Let's see.
think lost the most fights on the show.
I love her so much, but Biggie.
Biggie?
Yes.
Okay.
She be fighting the air a lot. I think that even the air one.
Damn.
Like,
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Can't act like it don't be like that. It be like that.
I love Biggie though.
But it be like that.
Yeah.
So we go, look. Y'all know I'm about to make some people mad. So are we just gonna ignore Ivory? Oh! Is we just go ignore Ivory?
Clock it.
We gonna ignore that? What fight did Ivory outright win against Big Lex? Maybe the first time they fought, when she knocked Lex nose ring out that she don't wear no more for obvious reasons when she was leaking. Outside of that, she was getting beat up all season by Big Legs. They talking about who lost the most fights. As much as Summer fought, I can't honestly say she lost all of those fights. And she fought so many damn times. I don't even know if you can hold her in that category. The only outright losses she had was Ivory, right? Well, maybe Emma too. Maybe Emma. But like, I don't know. Like, Slim didn't beat her up. They didn't, you know what I mean? Yoshi didn't beat her up. Jazz didn't beat her up. I wouldn't say Pretty P. Would y'all say Pretty P beat up Summer? You know? I don't know. What y'all thinking? You said Roller probably made the timeout. She should put them knees on timeout. Put a helicopter in the chat, y'all. You know, so I don't know. What would y'all say? What would y'all say? I would say Ivory. Some people, I guess, would say Dolly. Some people would say Dolly. They felt like Dolly was getting beat up all season. You know, you said Anna lost more fights than Bigger. Well, I mean, yeah, because Bigger literally only fought twice, right? So she lost trying to jump Nunu. Then she lost to Nunu outright. After that, okay, what'd you say? What? I don't think Anna beat up Summer on that first episode when they met each other. The introductions after the Tashiki sit down with Krishan. I don't think Anna beat up Summer in Hawaii, right? Wait, is that the only person Anna fought? I just thought about that. We be dragging Summer. Wait, we was dragging like Bigger for barely fighting Tashiki. Wait. Is Summer the only person Anna fought all season? Hold on.
That's crazy.
That's it? You said Jazz lost. So, okay, so y'all just think Rollie just being messy. I thought she was being messy too. Okay, so y'all just think she just being messy saying Bigger. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna just take that as shade. So I didn't know Roller and Bigger had an issue with each other, because that's what it's given. So let's acknowledge that real quick, okay? Because that was definitely shade. Like that's crazy.
Bitch, that's shade. Humble yourself.
All right. And remember, she only wanted to fight Slim. All right. You said Anna only won at the ice cream shop because it was a few seconds. That wasn't a fight. Hold on. I know you is not bringing up Anna snatching Summer wig from behind and just punching that girl in the head as a fight. You can't say she won or anything. That literally, legitimately was not a fight. Y'all, come on. I know you don't believe that.
Wait. Let me think.
Wait a minute, hold up. You just made that up.
Girl, you is lying through your motherfucking teeth.
Y'all crazy. All right. You said Anna and Thotty got beat up the most. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, duh, they jumped Nunu. I didn't even count that because they jumped, and then she lost with that damn knot on her head. Okay, that's a good point. So she only fought Nunu in Summer. I knew I was tripping, but I'm like, okay, well, yeah, okay, yeah. So she was getting beat up too. Y'all, think about it. The big three was beating everybody up. Can we have that conversation? Oh my god, I just thought about that. They is not gonna like that. But anywho, so speaking of the reunion, okay, speaking of the reunion, because you know it's debatable if Anna beat up Summer at the reunion too, right? They barely let them fight. But did y'all know about this? This is why we don't trust Zeus's editing. This is why, like, they be cutting stuff out, they be chopping stuff up, right? Leaving stuff out, right? And you don't know what to believe because they can literally air, right? And make it look like somebody won a fight, but behind the scenes, we know who really got beat up, right? I remember vividly, was it Roller? Who fight was she talking about, y'all? What was it, the Bianca fight? Who fought on the beach? Y'all let me know. I know y'all gonna remember. Who fought on the beach, right? And they so-called lost, but Roller was like, no, I was there. That person won. Don't believe the editing. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Stunna talks about that. She says that the fight, they push a narrative about who they like, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So they can edit the fight to make it look like somebody won. You know what's a great example of that? Scotty versus Summer in Hawaii. Okay. Yes, Scotty versus Summer in Hawaii, right? So Scotty and Summer fought at the little dinner, right? This is where Jayla got slammed and she was spitting and stuff too, right? So if you watch the fight, it literally looks like Summer barely got a hit, barely touched her, and it looked like Scotty was beating her up. But when we saw Summer, she looks the same. When we saw Scotty, she had knots on her damn head, right, with an ice pack. And I was like, when did this happen? So they edited it, right, to where as though it looked like she won, but technically she lost. It was weird. You said it was meatball. It was one of them. Somebody fought somebody on the beach. And they was like, oh, she won, but Roller was like, nah, I was there. All right, Zeus edited it like this, blah, blah, blah. That person really won. And I'm like, how many times have this happened on this show where they manipulated things? Well, I'm going somewhere with this, you guys. Bear with me. Remember, it was a random scene on the reunion where Janeisha and Roller was going back and forth. And she was like, I ain't coming for you, don't come for me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that was kind of random. What was that about? They never, like, you know, it was just random. Right? And they never really deep dived into it or nothing like that. Well, come to find out, we got some leaked audio from the audience members of Janeisha arguing with Roller. And I'm like, okay, Roller must really be an EP. She must really got pulled or something like that because, like, why wouldn't they air that? You know? Apparently, it's a lot of stuff that be going on at the reunion that they don't show us. Or even on the show. They be cutting stuff out. You know? And it be like, it's like, what? I don't know. It's weird. There's an agenda, obviously. So let's check it out. It says audio surfaces of Roller and Janeisha going back and forth at the reunion.
Bullied at some point. Y'all bullied Slim. It wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. Hold on. This is my thoughts, right? And I'm allowed to my thoughts just like everybody else. You did because you are, and I'm allowed to. Right. Hold on. I'm here. Wait. Hold on. Summer.
Here goes Summer.
Here is where it became bullying, right? First of all, Rollie, girl, you're y'all not even in the same weight class. And when she was not, hold on, you know what kind of don't do me. Hold on. You know what Summer said. Hold on.
She didn't like this. Hey, Janeisha was clocking it. She was doing what we thought Saucy and them was gonna do. Saucy became a damn fan. He did his big one at the Caribbean audition, the Caribbean reunion. But when Midwest reunion came around, he was like, it was weird. He didn't have to be there, honestly. I think Janeisha was the one doing the job, calling the baddies out.
And you know that I was dying. Hold on, this part is small bitches in my party. And that's fine. And that's fine. It's been enough to do a motherfucker. And that's fine. And that's fine. That's my favorite other Biggie.
That weight class hurt her feelings.
Like y'all bullied at some point. Y'all bullied Slim. It wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. Hold on. This is my thoughts, right? And I'm allowed to my thoughts just like everybody else. You did because you are, and I'm allowed. Right. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Summer.
Here goes Summer.
Here is where the team bullying, right?
They did say, Emma did say they cut out her part too. Right. You said Rollie yelling at Janeisha, knowing Janeisha can actually fire her, unlike Natalie. Nah, Janeisha ain't got no pull either. It's all on Lemmy. First
of all, Rollie, girl, you're y'all not even in the same weight class. And when she was not, hold on, Janeisha, you know what kind of don't do me. Hold on, you know what show this is. Hold on, and you know that I'm talking. Hold on, this part is small bitches in my party, and that's fine. And that's fine. It's been enough to do a motherfucker. And that's fine. That's my favorite other Biggie.
That weight class hurt her feelings.
I've been fighting girls all like the small girl. Yeah, that's what you choose. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. You said when the boyfriend exposed Roller and why she doesn't get bookings, this part of audio being cut out made more sense. Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah. I mean, he was saying some stuff about her being a bully and, you know what I mean, not likable. Yeah, okay. And that's what Janeisha was talking about. But it's crazy that they be cutting out so much stuff. Like, so we don't really know what be going on. We just see what we see, obviously. You know? So, speaking of the boyfriend, let's talk about it. All right? Did you guys know about this? Let's go. So, remember the boyfriend did expose Roller. They've been going back and forth. Money issues. Broke. He infatuated with other baddies. We did see the pictures with him in DTB. Right? So, now the boyfriend's baby mama has chimed in. Okay, so this is when it gets real messy. Okay, so let's check this out. Yes, Roller's ex-boyfriend baby mama has something to say. She was throwing shade too. It says Rollie's ex-boyfriend baby mama Romance, her name is Romance. Okay, Romance spilling tea, exposing him how he jumped in all the baddies DM and got the most desperate one. Oh, that's shade. She's definitely not a Roller fan. Definitely not a Roller fan. That was shade. That was definitely shade.
Wait. Let me think. And leave me the fuck alone. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I do not care. Okay, let's be honest. You was really just at my house. Tell everybody how you was just crying, laying on the motherfucking couch. Romance, please help me. I don't have nowhere to live. You went and jumped in everybody in the baddies GMG to see who was gonna go for you. And you got
damn with baby mamas like this, man, who need enemies. Damn. So apparently he was crying. That allegedly, that's what the baby mama saying, that he was crying to her. He ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? This and that. I'm like, damn. Okay, like, lady, what do you get out of this? We barely care about what he got to say about Rollie. We barely care about Rollie. You know?
desperate as one. The one that we was just sitting on the couch laughing at, talking about she stank and she looked disgustingly nasty. I bet you will never admit that shit, though. You treat your mama like shit. You treat your sisters like shit. You talking about your sister, beat up Slim. Your sisters don't even fuck with you like that. But you know what? Let you tell it. But go ahead with that shit, G. Just stop stunting so motherfucking hard, G. Go apologize to Dollar, the nigga who actually put you on. You so ungrateful. You so ungrateful, but it's all good, G. Ain't nobody hating on you. Do your big one. Cause
whoever Dollar is, she sound like she's sleeping with him. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been around. All right. She sound like she's sleeping with Dollar. The hell? Why don't you shout out Dollar? Who is Dollar?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
What the hell? Why is she going off on him like that? And then throwing shade at Bigger. My bad, at Roller. You going at the most desperate one. She big and nasty. I'm like, damn. Tell me how you really feel.
Yourself. And leave me the fuck alone. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I do not care. Okay, let's be honest. You was really just at my house. Tell everybody how you was just crying, laying on the motherfucking couch. Romance, please help me.
She sound like she from Chicago. I'm scared of them Chicago chicks, Detroit chicks, St. Louis. The Midwest girls don't play. She sound like she from Chicago.
To live. You went and jumped in everybody in the Baddies GMG to see who was gonna go for you, and you got the most desperatest one. The one that we was just sitting on the couch laughing at, talking about she stank and she looked disgustingly nasty. I bet you will never admit that shit though. You treat your mama like shit. You treat your sisters like shit. You talking about your sister, beat up Slim. Your sisters don't even fuck with you like that. But you know what? Let you tell it. But go ahead with that shit, G. Just stop stunting so motherfucking hard, G. Go apologize to Dollar, the nigga who actually put you on. You so ungrateful. You so ungrateful, but it's all good, G. Ain't nobody hating on you. Do your big one. Cause I could give less than a fuck.
So you can give less than an F, but you own Beyonce's internet, acting as if you give an F. Like, we didn't ask for this. Why do they be opening up the group chat to all of us, y'all?
You're not making any sense, bro.
You are a goofy bitch.
That's not true.
Like, I don't know. What are we supposed to do with this information? All you did was throw shade at him and Roller. You know? Was you right there keying with him about the chick? I don't know. So y'all might be right. In the comment section, y'all said she got left for a Roller. He left her for a Roller. Possibly. Yeah, she sounds like she from the rack for sure. Yeah, she sounds like she from she definitely seemed like she I don't know. She definitely seemed like she's from Chicago, but she seemed like one of them setup chicks. I don't know. He said Roller stinks. Well, he do too. He was the boyfriend. Exactly. I never understood that shit. I never understood that. Y'all exposing y'all exes for being dirty and stuff like that, but you was with them all this time, thinking they was gonna change, or I don't know what y'all thought. Like, that's just not go. You know what I mean? That's not gonna fly with me. I'm sorry. You gotta brush your ass and wash your teeth. All right, you gotta wash your teeth and brush your ass. Like, it's simple. It's literally not even up for debate. That's just hygiene, right? But y'all throw these people under the bus, and it's like, well, you nasty too. I never understood that. Okay. But yeah, man. Anywho, okay. I guess, like I said, I don't know what we're supposed to do with this information. I don't know what she wants us to. I don't know. She looking for clout. You know, that's literally all it's giving. Is she trying to get on Baddies too? You talking about Roller is not gonna get you on Baddies. You know, she looking like she trying to make a beef or something. I don't know. You said so unfortunate, just like Nat Chin Cole, Roller gonna have to pay to play to get no getting around, cutting corners, big stinking Roller. That's the vibe that it's giving. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. She, you know, and she don't keep a man that long. I feel like we was already talking about a whole nother dude 6 months ago. They say they just started dating in December, right? Yeah. You said some people lose themselves after dealing with individuals, which not cool and nasty, but some people change once. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, she would have came out with this if Bigger and him didn't break up? Like, why now? That's my thing. They started dating since December, you know, or maybe she's been exposing this man and we just obviously don't know her. And we never cared about Darren until obviously he started dating Roller, right? So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what we're supposed to do with this information. So I'm gonna be honest.
Mind your business. Mind your business. But you took her bath.
You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
Anywho, I'll keep you guys updated. I will keep you guys updated.